Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel once again. I am your host, as always, Colin the Crow, and a few changes to today's videos based on some feedback I got. I've increased the picture size of the gameplay of the character I was able to use in that mode, and also I added my personal logo up at the top, and then I'm making myself a little smaller, and at the very end of this video, if you stick all the way through, there could be a surprise for you at the end. So, let's get started. We're continuing our Horde from Gears 5 series, and today we're going to cover Marcus Fenix, the legend himself. And on that note, we're going to jump right into his ultimate ability. It's known as the Living Legend, and I love that ability's name because there is no character better suited to be called the Living Legend than Marcus Fenix himself. You see, Marcus, on the battlefield, when he uses his ultimate, begins to shoot at the head no matter where he's aiming, and also any allies that are nearby enough to him that are in cover will also begin to only hit headshots from that point forward while his ultimate's active. When you're on the battlefield with a Living Legend, you're going to do as much damage as you can to probably try to impress said Living Legend. His passive ability, every damage point he takes, he actually recharges that same ultimate ability, Living Legend. So if you're playing as Marcus, it's best to be on the front lines as that legend. It's best to be where he's best suited, right up there in the action, fighting each and every enemy that could be trying to take you and your party downtown. Next, we'll move into Marcus's 3 skills that we got to look at in this starter pack, this beta version. The first of which was my personal favorite because I'm a bit of a bullet hose. It's the Assault Rifle Magazine Increase skill. Any assault rifle you pick up, whether it be a Retro, a Lancer GL, a Enforcer, any of those will actually have an increased magazine size, allowing you to kind of just throw down range to keep your friends in cover, maybe give them the extra added damage that they need to take out an enemy. So it was probably my favorite skill to use early on. I thought it was hilarious to get away with and just be able to throw bullets. Secondly, he had a chainsaw skill that every time you chainsawed an enemy, it actually just chunked away the downtime on your ultimate. So if you were playing on a lower difficulty and you could just kind of run up to mob after mob after mob and just chainsaw straight through them like a hot knife through butter, you could get that ultimate back plenty of times while playing Horde as Marcus Fenix, and it was an amazing sight to see. I actually had so much fun doing that. We did one run where we took all the modifiers off, and I just ran around and chainsawed for forever to try to get as many ultimates as possible. And last but not least, Marcus Fenix, of course, has a skill where the lower he is on health or the more damage he's taken in that moment, the higher his damage output is. You can't kill him. You can hardly keep this man down. The second he takes any damage, he's going to hit you harder in the mouth to try to put you on your butt. And I love the fact that Marcus was built around the motif of being a living legend. And I'm going to go ahead and classify him as a intermediate skill level player because he doesn't have anything that gives him health regeneration necessarily. And of course, you need to be on the front lines. You need to be able to take those damage shots and still maneuver about the map and continue to help your teammates. So to me, Marcus is very much that guy that's quick on his feet, very mobile, but can still make every shot count. So if you've got a friend that's mechanically or technically skilled at the movement of this game and hits shots, as we like to say in the competitive side of things, go ahead, let him be Marcus Fenix because he will put all the damage downrange and he will keep you safe without a doubt. I loved him. He was my favorite character to play. 10 out of 10. I could not believe how much I loved being Marcus Fenix. And that's going to be it for my exposition of Marcus Fenix. But we're going to go ahead and announce something. If I can get to 100 subscribers here on YouTube, I'm going to be announcing and doing my first giveaway as a YouTuber, competitive scene guy, whatever you want to call me. And it's going to be of a beautiful Gears 5 Kate Diaz Special Edition Xbox controller. It's a $79 offer, or $75 offer, sorry. But all I got to do is get to 100 subscribers. So if you know a friend, if you want to tag a friend, get him to sub to the channel. If there's anything I missed, leave it in the comments down below. If there's anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comments down below. But as always, have a great rest of your day.